You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hello, I'm Amy Johnson. Here are our top stories. The man accused of killing a model in downtown LA pleaded not guilty this morning. Police arrested Magnus Humphrey at his Minnesota home on an unrelated federal warrant. He was then brought back to Los Angeles and appeared in front of a judge today. Humphrey is accused of killing Maleesa Mooney. The 31-year-old was found in her apartment on South Figueroa Street on September 1st. Officials say Mooney was beaten, bound, and stuffed in her refrigerator. Humphrey faces murder and torture charges. He will remain jailed without bail. AT&T says its cell phone network has been restored after an outage that affected customers nationwide. According to Down Detector, more than 73,000 users reported problems at the peak of the outage. Some customers reported seeing SOS messages. Others had no connection at all, unable to make calls or send or receive texts. T-Mobile and Verizon customers also reported issues, but both companies say they didn't experience an outage. Turning now to your weather, a live look at Malibu. Almost all of PCH is back open near Latigo Canyon and Corral Canyon. One of the northbound lanes will remain closed through at least the next storm. Malibu Canyon Road remains closed between Piuma Road and Potter Road. But for now, a break in the rain. KCAL News meteorologist Marina Jerica has your next weather.
Good Thursday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Marina Jerica. What a beautiful day out there, and we deserve it after the last few days. And the good news is we've got a nice stretch of weather before our next storm systems moves in late Sunday into our Monday. So let's focus on today. We've got 60s all across the region after a pretty chilly start in the 40s, and we'll rebound even warmer tomorrow into the 70s as we move ahead into our Santa Anas kicking up, and that will allow for us to warm up even more. So with an offshore wind, we are going to see highs in the mid to upper 60s across a good portion of our viewing area, and then get even warmer in the 70s for both Friday and Saturday. We will see a little more clouds move in our way Saturday and especially Sunday, where we'll be mostly cloudy, and that'll bring us back down in the 60s again. But it won't be until late Sunday into our Monday and Tuesday that we get a chance to see rain push back into the forecast. So we'll track that very carefully for you as we head into the next few days, but I just want to make sure everybody enjoys this extended forecast because it's a nice dry 4 days, which we desperately need after all the rain that we saw. We'll be in the mid to upper 70s, believe it or not, for our TGIF tomorrow. Make some outdoor plans for the weekend because all we have is some morning fog and then nice sunny afternoons before clouds really start to roll in Saturday afternoon and Sunday, and then that chance for rain Sunday night overnight into Monday and Tuesday morning. Have a beautiful day.
Later today, a lunar lander named Odysseus could become the first American-made spacecraft to touch down on the moon in more than 50 years. KCAL News reporter Luz Delia Caballero is at the Scorpius Space Launch Company in Torrance with all the excitement.
Nothing American-made has touched down on the moon since Apollo 17. That was more than 50 years ago. 5 countries have landed spacecraft there, but never a spacecraft owned by a private company.
Ignition and liftoff.
Joining me here today, Marcus, you are the CEO of what company?
Scorpius Space Launch Company. We're here in Torrance, California.
And so Marcus here was explaining to me earlier that this is a mission that has many firsts, and his company is among those collaborating with these many firsts. What do we see behind us?
What you're seeing behind us here are 2 tanks of the kind that you find on the Nova Sea lander vehicle that is right now in a lunar orbit, waiting to go on land. These are propellant tanks. They hold liquid methane and liquid oxygen. And it's the first time that a system of this kind will be landing on the moon for a clean landing.
And that's exciting for many different reasons, but why are you and your team most excited about today and this landing?
So it's the first time that we're going to land a Type 5 technology for tanks that have no liners in them. They're pure carbon fiber throughout. They can do cryogenics, they do high pressures, and we can have landing and steering systems now that don't leave any pollution behind. And we're the first company that's pioneered this technology. We're getting this opportunity now to support the systems on the Nova Sea lander.
And you're not only supporting, but again, pioneering potential change and technology that will be used for many years to come for space exploration and space travel. You are a part of history. Has that sunk in?
Not quite yet, but it's very exciting. There's a couple of things that we are combining here, but we believe that liquid oxygen, liquid methane drives will become much more common in the very near future, because it's easy to obtain, it burns nearly completely clean, it's easily available, it stores well, it doesn't leak through regular materials, and the way that these tanks are constructed can really go to all kinds of things that we're just beginning to explore now.
Thank you so much. And just to reiterate, Scorpius is working in conjunction with that Houston-based company that sent Odysseus, which is the spacecraft up into space that's about to land on the moon within the next couple of hours. Coming up on KCAL News at 5, we will share more on this historic day, how this local company is a huge part of history, and of course, reaction the moment this spacecraft finally lands.
And this has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back live at 3 right here on CBS News Los Angeles.